Hey you guys, welcome back and welcome if you are new. My name is Sam and welcome to my kitchen. We have had such a busy week this week. We've been planting. I've tilled up the garden, planted all of my vegetables in the garden. So today I'm just taking a chill day and I've got some extra time in the kitchen. So we're going to be making a delicious meal. We're going to be making my version of like a spring barbecue taco. It's going to be absolutely delicious. So we're going to start out with making our sourdough tortillas. These are super simple. They're made exactly like regular tortillas, except I add in sourdough and less water. So I'm going to walk you through that. So in my bowl here, I've got some all-purpose flour, about 4 cups. We're going to add in some salt and some baking powder. We're going to mix that all together, make sure it's nice and combined. Typically, I add in some lard, but today I've already got the avocado oil out, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use about 6 tablespoons of that and just kind of crumble that together into the flour. And then I'm going to add in some sourdough. I'm going to use about 1/4 cup, and then I'm going to slowly add in some warm water. I don't want this to be too hot because I don't want it to kill the good bacteria in the sourdough. So I've just got it right above warm. And then we're just going to slowly add that in there until there is no more flour bits on the bottom of the bowl. And then I'm just going to take that, dump it out onto the counter. And we're going to knead this for about 5 minutes until the dough comes together and it's no longer sticking to your hands. Then I'm going to divide this. Now you can divide this into however many pieces that you want. If you want like burrito, like the large burrito style, you want to cut these into about 10 to 12 inch balls. If you want them more regular shaped, you can do 12 to 14. If you want the mini tacos shells, you can do 14 to 16 little individual balls. And then you're just going to shape these into little balls and put these on a greased plate. Once you get them all rolled out, and then once you get them rolled out, you're just going to make sure they're all on that greased plate, and then you're just going to spray the tops with a little bit of oil, or you can just like take a little bit of lard in your hands and then rub the tortilla balls into your hands to make sure they're nice and coated in that grease. And then you're just going to cover these up with some plastic wrap to make sure that they don't dry out. And you're going to set these to the side and let these rest for about 20 minutes. Now we're just going to get these going. So I've got my heat turned on and I've got my large flat pizza pan thing here, and I'm just going to let that heat up while we start to press out the tortillas. I have a tortilla press. You don't have to have a tortilla press. I do it either or. Sometimes I just don't feel like rolling these out, so I just bring out my tortilla press and press them out. I don't do this very often because they make them a little bit more thick than I like, but it works very well. So you're just going to place that dough in between 2 sheets of parchment paper, and then you're going to press that out, flip it over and press it again, and you're good to go. You can just remove the parchment paper from the tortillas, and you're going to take this to the pan. Make sure your pan is nice and hot. You're going to place that on your pan. You don't have to grease it. And then you're just going to let this cook for about a minute on one side. You're going to flip it over, give the edges a slight little press, and it should start to puff up. You want to cook these for an extra 30 seconds or so. Once they puff up, you can remove them from the pan and place them in a lint-free towel. And then just repeat this until all of your tortillas are done. And then you can just set those to the side and let them cool. Now we're going to start on the summer slaw. This is so simple, and it goes with all sorts of summery style dishes, barbecues, tacos, whatever you want to pair this well with. It goes great with it. So I'm just going to use what I have on hand. I will leave the link to all of these recipes in the description box down below so you can get the full recipe for all of these delicious recipes. So you're going to cut up half of a head of green cabbage. You can do half a head of purple cabbage as well. And I'm going to slice up half of a Vidalia onion, put that in there. I'm going to add some green onions to this as well. You can add or omit whatever you don't like. And then for this, I don't have any cilantro, so I'm just going to use parsley. I have it on hand, so I'm just going to chop that up and put that in the bowl with the cabbage and the onions. And now we're going to make like the little sauce vinaigrette type thing that goes on the top. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil, a little bit of lemon juice, some honey, salt, and pepper. And I'm just going to mix this together until everything is well combined. And then we're just going to check this for seasoning. Just take a little bite of it. If you need to add more salt and pepper or honey or oil, you can go ahead and do that. And then we're just going to cover this with plastic wrap or a lid, and we're going to pop this in the fridge until we're ready to use it. Now you've seen me make refried beans on this channel several times. So we're going to make it again today because it's so easy. I've got my skillet over medium heat. I've got a little bit of lard. I'm going to add in half of a chopped onion. I'm going to add in some coriander and some cumin, about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of each. And we're going to cook this down for about 20 minutes until those onions are nice and tender. Then we're going to add in about 2 cloves of garlic. These were small heads of garlic, so I've got 3 in here. And then we're just going to cook that down until it's fragrant, about 30 seconds. Now with refried beans, typically it's made with pinto beans, but I don't have any on hand. I need to make some, so I've got to get that on my to-do list. But we're going to use red kidney beans because I have it on hand, and it works just as well. You're going to add that with the juice into your pan. You're going to let it heat up because it's easier to smash the beans once it's heated. And then you're just going to smash them down to whatever consistency that you like. And you're going to let that cook until it's as thick as you want it. Just keep it on about medium low and just let it kind of simmer away. In the meantime, while the beans are cooking, we're going to make up a simple barbecue chicken. Now I've got my chicken breast diced into small little pieces because I want these to go on the tacos. So I've got them diced pretty small. And I'm going to season that up with some salt and pepper. I've got about 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil in my pan. And I'm going to add a little bit of this honey barbecue seasoning. It's so good. And I'm just going to toss that around, and I'm going to let these cook until they get nice and golden brown and cooked through. In the meantime, we're going to make some charred corn. This is one of the simplest side dishes I think you can make, and you can add anything to it and it just tastes delicious. And you can also use fresh or frozen corn. I always have frozen corn on hand, so we're going to use that. This is about 4 cups of frozen corn. and I've added a little bit of oil to my pan, and I'm just going to add that in there, and we're going to let that sit and char up on one side. In the meantime, I'm going to add some barbecue sauce to my chicken, give that a little toss, and kind of let that thicken up a little bit. Check it for seasoning, see if I need any more salt or pepper, and that is good to go. I can turn that off the heat. Going back to the corn, one side has charred up very well, so we're going to add in about 2 cloves of garlic. Give that a toss and let that cook for about 30 seconds. Turn off the heat. I'm going to add in some, you can do lemon juice or lime juice. I have lemon juice on hand, so that's what I'm adding. Then I'm going to season that up with some salt and pepper, give that a taste, adjust it from there. And then I'm going to just leave this alone because it's pretty much done. And going back to the refried beans, I like to add cheese into the refried beans. It's just something that I do. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can just leave them plain. But I'm going to add in about a cup of cheese. And we're going to stir that around until it's all nice and melted. Give that a taste, and we're good to go. Now it's time to assemble the tacos. I'm going to start out with adding my tortillas to my little tortilla holder thing here. I have 4 of these. These are so handy when it comes to making tacos. I will try to find a link for this for you guys and leave it down below. But I'm going to add some sour cream, refried beans, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of the slaw, some corn, and some queso fresco to this. And it's going to be absolutely delicious. Now you can add some hot sauce to this, or you can dress it up or dress it down however you want, but it's absolutely delicious. And it's so easy to put together. Yes, it takes a little bit of time, but it's so easy and it's so delicious. But I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.